You ever sit there at night staring at the ceiling, knowing deep down you are meant for more than the life you're living right now? Not in a dramatic way, not in quit your job and move to the mountains kind of way, but in a quiet, honest moment where you finally admit to yourself that you're tired of being tired, tired of waiting for life to get better, tired of settling, tired of feeling like you're running in circles while everyone else somehow figured out the secret you never got. I know that feeling better than anyone because for years that was my life. I'd walk into work already drained, walk out feeling even worse, and then convince myself that this was normal, that this was what adults do, that struggling, stressing, and constantly being behind was just part of the deal. But here's the truth I wish someone had told me sooner. Staying where you are is also a decision. Not choosing is still choosing. And most people never escape the life that drains them, not because they're not capable, but because no one ever taught them how to choose something better. No one ever handed them a blueprint. No one ever showed them a path that didn't require sacrificing their whole life just to survive. I'm Dan from Michigan, and I help everyday men and women build profitable online businesses around their schedule. But before any of that, I was just another guy trying to hold my life together while the world kept throwing me punches. I had my income sliced in half out of nowhere. I spent years overworked and underpaid. I had days where I wasn't sure how I was going to make it. I even sold a green drink in an MLM for $14 a sale, and I did that because I was desperate for something to change. But nothing changed until I changed. The turning point wasn't a course or a coach or a strategy, it was a moment. A moment where I finally said, I refuse to live the rest of my life like this. Not everyone gets that moment. Some people ignore it. Some people bury it. Some people talk themselves out of it. But if you're still here listening, something inside you knows there's more for you than trading your life away for a paycheck that barely pays the bills. Before I go deeper, because this next part might be the most important thing you hear all week, go to sevenfiguremonk.com and watch the video that breaks down how this business works. You'll see the same freedom formula blueprint that showed me a way out when I felt like I was running out of options. Let me tell you something that most people never hear. You're not stuck because you're unmotivated. You're stuck because your life is built around survival, not possibility. When you wake up tired, drive to work tired, drive home tired, and then try to change your life from whatever scraps of energy are left, of course you feel stuck. That's not lack of discipline, that's lack of margin. Nobody changes their life from exhaustion. People change their life from clarity. And that's exactly why episode 5, this episode, matters so much. Because this is the episode where everything shifts from maybe someday to why not now. See, most people think the hardest part of building a business is the work. It's not. The hardest part is the decision. The moment you finally say, I'm done waiting for permission. I'm done being scared of what might go wrong. I'm done putting my potential on the back burner. That's the moment your life splits into before and after. And I want to walk you through something that changed everything for me. Something that I guarantee will hit home if you're still watching. We grew up being told, work hard, be loyal, follow the rules, and eventually you'll be rewarded. But the world has changed, and the old system didn't update with it. People are working harder than ever and getting less in return. They're stressed, they're behind, they're numb. They're living for the weekend, surviving the week, and hiding the burnout from everyone around them. And the worst part, they think it's their fault. But it's not their fault. It's the system they're in. A system where you trade time, your most valuable, non-renewable resource, just to stay afloat. A system where comfort becomes a cage. A system where where fear of change keeps people stuck for decades. But here's what I realized. If you don't build something for yourself, your job will always own your time. And as long as someone else owns your time, they own your peace, your options, your future. The day I built the 2-hour workday into my life, everything shifted. Suddenly I wasn't chasing money. Money started chasing me. Let me be compliant and honest here. Results aren't typical. Don't be typical. I've had $1,400 days. I've had $1,800 days. I've made multiple figures, 5 figures total so far with this business. And I've even earned $1,400 while I was asleep. But it didn't happen because I'm special. It happened because I plugged into a system that worked even when I wasn't working. Done for you digital products, $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions, 100% profit, automated follow-up, a website, a funnel, and a system already built, live mentorship from 6 and 7-figure earners, a community that helps you win faster. All I needed was Wi-Fi, my phone, 2 hours a day, and the blueprint. Here's what nobody tells you. Money isn't the real goal. Peace is, options are, time is. Being able to choose how you live, that's the real flex. And this is where most people talk. This is where most people talk themselves out of their own breakthrough. They're not scared of failing. They're scared of starting. They're scared of looking dumb. They're scared of being judged. They're scared of changing too fast. They're scared of outgrowing the version of themselves they've known for years. But nothing changes if you don't. And the truth is, most people already know what they need to do. They're just waiting for the right moment. But the right moment doesn't come. You create it. And this is your moment. Go to 7figuremonk.com and get the blueprint. Don't just watch the videos, download the blueprint, the roadmap, see the system, understand it, feel it, let it click. Because once you see how simple this can be, you cannot unsee it.